Very good evening, member brokers. Today we have a seminar on new IPO mechanism, compulsory ASBA. On that note, we have a speaker from BSE listing department, Sri Bhushan Moxie, DGM listing sales and operations, and Sri Sandeep Pujari, senior manager trading and operations. Today we have a presentation on IPO module. Then we have a lab demo of IBBS platform, how to register with IPO ASBA. And last we have a Q&A session. On that note, I would like to call upon stage Bhushan Moxie.
Welcome friends. Basically, I have been asked, there are so many queries about the ASBA. What is the ASBA? What is the ASBA? Everybody is asking. Actually, ASBA concept is not new. In 2011, SEBI has made a ASBA as a optional payment for an IPO, where later on SEBI has made an ASBA compulsory for the all payments or all subscription above 2 lakhs. But retail, yes, they have kept both the options open. That is, you can pay by check and you can do ASBA also. ASBA was already. But in November 2015, that is 10th November, SEBI has come out with a circular saying that now ASBA is a compulsory for all investors. So from that day, ASBA, people are asking, what is ASBA, what is ASBA? SEBI in its circular has said that it will be mandatory from the all IPOs, which is starting from 1st January. When they have issued a circular, actually why it has come, again I will explain. Basically I wanted to explain how this ASBA concept has come, why it has come. Earlier, when IPO comes, it used to list within a T plus 12 day. Means once IPO is closed, on T plus 12 day it's supposed to get a listing. To reduce that timeline, SEBI has made it to T plus 6. Now to reduce this, what is the hurdle? The basic hurdle was the check. The checks which given by the investors takes time to get clear and get a credit confirmation from banks. So SEBI has said now we'll remove that portion, So the process will be faster. So to reduce the timelines, SEBI has removed the payment through a check and made a ASBA compulsory. While doing this, they have issued a circular by streamlining the IPO process. I will just take you 3-4 slides on streamline of IPO presentation. So basically, it will give you an idea what has happened in that circular. Streamlining the process of public issue equity shares and convertible bonds. These are applied to convertible bonds also, debt issues. Now, this circular, SEBI, as I said, SEBI has issued this circular on 10th November. And what are the highlights? First of all, which I explained to you, they have reduced the timeline. From T12, they have brought it to T6. Plus, ASBA is compulsory. And one more thing, which is really competition to you, they have included RTA and depositing participants. They can also participate in this IPO. Earlier, it was only for trading members. I will tell you November 2012, SEBI has issued a circular saying that, October 2010, saying that all trading members are eligible to participate. Prior to October 2010, there are a bunch of few trading members who used to fall as a syndicate member. They were having a KYC to apply for an IPO on behalf of all investors. But in October 2012, SEBI has come out with a circular saying that now all trading members can do this IPO. If you have investors who wanted to apply for IPO, they can straight away walk into your office with a form and you can bid on behalf of them. Okay? Now they got in this November circular, 2015 circular, they are saying now to expand reach further. They have allowed RTAs, registered and transfer agents, also they can accept the bids. Plus, what they are saying, the depository participants who are participants with the CDSL and LSBL, those people also can enroll. So, and this is applicable from January 1st. But as an exchange, I can tell you the response is not so strong. So still you have a lot of customers who grab on. Your investors are there. You can give this service to them. Okay. So now this circular, what are the key enhancement by this circular, November 2015 circular? One is the ASBA, extended bidding to IPO and depositories. Plus what they are saying, whenever you are accepting any bid from your trading members, you have to give an alert to the investors on SMS as well as email. Now these facility BSE is already implemented, but please note that if your investors email ID and mobile number is updated in depositories account, then only will be able to do it. So in case of CDSL, if it is updated in depositories account, and in case of NSBA, if it is updated in UCC. So wherever you have your investors database, please update mobile numbers and email ID, so investors will get immediately updated about their application. For example, if I am investors, I am coming to you saying that you apply on behalf of me. Once you as a trading member put a bid on a BSE platform, the immediate message will go to them, your bid has been successfully uploaded and this is the bid ID. Even the mail also will go to them. Further, what happened? After earlier when allocation used to happen, at the exchange we don't used to get a file from RTO. Now SEBI has made that is also mandatory. One compulsory allocation file comes to exchange and we upload that on that happens on a T+4. On T+4 day we upload on our exchange platform, and again for that those investors who have got allocations, they will receive a SMS as well as email they will get alert saying that so many shares are allotted. Plus we have a facility on BSE India also, where investor can go and see what is the status of his application. He can say whether it is delayed or not, and after allocation he also can see whether he has got any allocation or not. That facility is also live on a BSE India. One more functionality which has come into picture, or it has been introduced through a streamline of IPO mechanism, is now whenever you are putting a bid, there is a chances of, when you are putting bid, there is a chances of mismatch of record. Mismatch in the sense, when you are punching in hurry, the PAN number is wrong. The PAN number is combination of 5 alpha, 3 or 4 numerical, 1 alpha. So if there is a wrong with DPID client ID number, then every 1 hour exchange take that record, go to CDSL and NSBA, check it and give you a return file. So you have a facility of checking whether the bid which you have put, whether there is anything wrong in that. Basically bids get rejected because of that if the DPID and client ID number with PAN is not matching. So to avoid that, this thing, SEBI has given this facility. Earlier when it used to happen in a T+1 day. So if there is any mismatch, T+1 day facility is still there, but in T+1 day, if there is a mismatch, you will not able to change the PAN number. You will able to change only DPID and client ID. This was a broker's query or request to SEBI, saying that the time period is too short, so we cannot, even if we know if there is a wrong while we are punching, there is a wrong in a PAN number, we are not able to change it, because when we came to know if we have to change, that time is already passed, and we have on T+1 day. So to avoid this, what SEBI has done in this circular, they are taking care of that. They have now requested exchanges, both the exchanges. They said every 1 hour file to CDSL and SBA. They change the DPID client ID PAN number combination, and they give a return to exchange, and the exchange upload on IBBS, which is internet-based liquidity platform of BSE, and you get a alert or report saying so many bids mismatch, please change it. And there is one more concept which is electronic schedule. So generally what happens, I will again tell you, we receive so many queries. You may like that I am explaining you in detail, very small thing, but this is what queries we receive when the IPO starts. So what we have to do as a trading member? So as a trading member, what you have to do, if any investors comes to you with a ASBA form, now ASBA form is there. So first you have to say whether he has selected the bank, which is the ASBA bank or not. SEBI on continuous basis declares which are the ASBA banks. Basically around 56 banks they have declared as the SCSBs, ASBA banks. So first of all you have to see whether your investors bank is ASBA bank. If yes, then you have to put. While you may not be necessarily having that 56 banks list with you, but when you go to bidding, that if that drop down is not there, so it means that bank is not ASBA bank. So you have to inform to the investor, give some other banks ASBA details, so we can put a bid on behalf of you. Okay. Once you put a bid, you have to give this form to bank. If you keep form with yourself, that bid is not going to be considered. This form must deposit with the bank so that based on the instruction on form, the bank can block the ASBA. Generally what happens, based on the application which they received, bank continuous basis block the ASBA amount, and they give at the end of issue, they give a certificate to RTA saying that for so and so applications we have blocked so and so amount. So if you don't able to submit your investor's application to bank, his application will not be considered by a trading members. So I request you, not only you have to put a bid on a BSE platform, your service is not over. You have to see that you have to submit that form to banks to get credit to that investor for that particular IPO. So, and for that, when you are going to submit the forms, if there are more than one form, then there is a e-schedule which is published. That is also comes download in the form of report, where you have to you have to attach that when you are going to a bank. Of course, there is one one issue in this, which many members also told us. You say, for example, you have 10 investors. Okay, 10 investors have brought 10 forms, but 10 forms is having a 4 banks, 4 different banks. So what I should do? You have to go to all 4 banks and deposit there. It is not the case that Bank of India's form I can deposit to State Bank of India. If it is a State Bank of India, you have to deposit in State Bank of India. If it is Bank of India, you have to deposit in Bank of India only. This is the e-schedule. This is just characters what it contains. It's content about broker's name, its code, bank name, application details, so and so forth. For this streamline of IPO, the exchanges issued a circular in November 10, November 9, and November 18th also we have issued circular which talks about the mock. We have kept that time, we kept for 3 days mock session. If you get a chance, just download this circular, particularly mock circular, because it contains all operational details, file formats that will be useful for a future reference also. Thank you. Any query on this particular about how to handle the forms and all? Okay, so
what time you can complete? 5 o'clock or banking hours?
Yeah, banking hours.
Banking hours.
Yeah, and what I request you now, don't wait till T day or T plus 1 day. See, generally what happens now, the trading members, they wait till T plus 1 day, because earlier what used to happen, the correction you used to get on a T plus 1 day. So if I am a member, I will say no, I will first see whether there is a issue in form. If in all respect it is clear, then only I will submit to a bank. But now that particularly T plus 1 correction you are getting every 1 hour. So once you get for example, today is the first day, you have put a bid, after 2-3 hours you will get a download. Every 1 hour you will get download. So you miss, even you miss first hour download, you can check second hour, third hour download. If that application form number details are not there, means your application is clear. So better go immediately to bank and deposit your application form. Sometimes what happens, if there are huge response to particular issues, like for example Thyrocare, Ujivan, the response was huge. 7 lakh application forms have come. So that time it should not be a case because of in those forms your form is got misplaced. So it is always better whenever you are entering the form, and if you are checking there is no error in T plus 1, I really advise or I urge you to better go and immediately deposit to bank.
So by using IPBS, broker will get the brokerage of that, or?
Yes, you get a brokerage. But to be very frank, the brokerage amount you get a credit in NSM, credit you get from clearing corporation. But that credit is very minimal, it's very small amount. I have seen presently, there is not much more in this is, brokerage is coming. But there is a concept of brokerage, so you need to speak with the syndicate members also. As an exchange, we don't know what is the brokerage and all. But you can speak with the syndicate members how it happens.
Sir, actually previously we have used this platform. And so far we have not received any...
Have you got an allocation? Have you got an allocation?
Yeah.
So please write to us. We'll send it to company.
Who is the syndicate member?
No, you write to us, we will write to the company. See, as company, what company then will do? In DRHP they mention how much commission you are going to get. In all DRHP they mention. So that commission they do it based on which terminal ID that form is bidded. Okay, and we do receive commission amount from RTA and which we give a credit through ICCL.
Exchange will do that.
If the commissions comes to exchange, this is as per SEBI regulation only, and exchange give a credit to individual members through ICCL. And it happens before listing of a issue. But that amount is very small. That amount they mention in DRHP or RHP.
So we have to register for that?
No need to register.
Then?
Automatically based on your terminal ID from where bidding is happened, and if that allocation is happened to that particular application, definitely you are going to get a commission.
Sir,
if you are not receiving,
sir, in Cafe Coffee Day and along with that other...
you please write to us, we will ask the company. They will give you clarification if it is not received. Plus, see, again I am telling you, this is very small commission you get through a DRHP, which is which is mentioned in DRHP. But other than that, if there is a commission is there, you need to speak with the syndicate members. As an exchange, we don't know what else commission people get.
Syndicate members are the member of the exchange only.
Syndicate members are member of the exchange only, but it is different to issue. Na? Say for particular issue, there may be ICICI Security, Edelweiss. The other issue there will be Anand Rathi or somebody or somebody else. So that is also declared in DRHP. So you can speak with them. What is
the broker have to contact to the ICICI Bank or whatever?
No, not bank. I am saying syndicate member to understand, not necessary for every issue, but to understand for your knowledge how the business happens. Okay. Otherwise, in DRHP they mention as a company how much commission they are going to give. That is mentioned in DRHP. And if you are saying if a particular issue you are not received, though your investor has got an allocation, please write to us. We will forward it to the company and we will definitely reply. Okay.
So the form which physically has to be submitted in the bank, on that form itself there is a stamp of the syndicate member.
No. I'm again coming to you. That, see, we have a facility of downloading form from BSE India. That facility is there. You can use that form. When you are downloading that form, you can put your own code also. Okay? That facility is
Clearing
there.
member or what?
Pardon?
Clearing member code or what?
Clearing member code you can do. Okay? And plus, I am going to explain you, in our IBBS also you can download a bulk form. Like, for example, you have say 10,000 active investors, who you may think they will invest in IPO. So you download those forms, which is available in IBBS platform. That download you will get on extranet and send it to investors. Only what you are not writing in that application is number of shares and amount also. If it is going to cut off, you can say cut off also, or that limit to your investor. Rest details you have with you. What is his bank account and all, because in past issues what is his bank account, what is his DPID, client ID, what is his PAN number. So your investor will also be happy. XYZ member himself is sending me form. Because it's a free of cost and it's a soft. No need to print out also. Just download, you will get it in PDF, send it to them. Let's see their response, So they will be also happy, yes, member is giving me a service, in advance, at least 1-2 days advance, he is sending me form. So they definitely they will come to you for a bid.
I was having a question. The form that is downloaded, we have to send it to the bank. Now, suppose I am having a client who is having a HDFC Bank of Nariman Point. Now, if I send that form for submission to HDFC 4th branch, will they accept it or else I will have to send it to the
again that banks, not all branches are accepting forms. So they have selected branches. Like in Ford branch, I think all banks are accepting. But if you go to a suburb, like if you go and Boroli and say HDFC Boroli, they will not accept. So that forces, for a few issues, this problem will arise. But once you are in this business, you will come to know. Because HDFC मेरे को कहाँ जाना है, ICICI बैंक मेरे को कहाँ जाना है, that you will come to know.
But it is not necessary to send a form to the client's home branch.
No, not necessary to client home branch. Because it's now core banking, so they can block it at one place. So they will tell us, HDFC will say कि you go to Ford branch, they will accept. See generally business is more now, so they keep 2-3 more branches also. It is not necessary they stick to one branch. But that once you in a business, then only you will come to know where you are.
What is the necessity to give that form to the bank?
Because otherwise bank will not block the ASBA. Na? See why form is to be given to bank? Because bank required a confirmation of a signature of the investor.
They check it, is a signature also?
Otherwise they will not block. See, basically I will come when we go further na IBBS presentation. Whenever you are putting bid, say for example, if you are selecting HDFC Bank Ford branch, HDFC Bank will immediately come to know the XYZ member has already put the bid on my platform, bid against me. So the form is going to come from him. So they have a tally of that forms.
Now suppose there is a credit balance in the client's account, and on behalf of my client, if I want to apply for this IPO, how it is possible?
No, it is not possible.
It is not possible.
No. Because ASBA
They authorized to do all that.
Pardon?
If they authorize, clients are authorized.
No, I will tell you for that also, because from one account you cannot apply more than 5 forms. So all banks have their internal check on that. If you have yes. No, actually, no. Since this, this facility is recently stopped. In earlier 1-2 issues, this problem has arisen. But now it is sorted out. I don't think there is this problem with me. If it is arising, please tell us. You can call us and tell us. Yes, because he must have chosen for 2 options. Like, then I will tell you. See, because this problem, what is happening, I will tell you madam. You as a trading man, you have put a bid, right? And you went to that bank to deposit that, right? That bank also bid on that form. They have not understood whether it is a syndicate ASBA or ASBA form. Because bank have 2 roles. One is blocking the amount as a syndicate ASBA. Like people have bid and you have gone to them and they have to just block the amount of that investor. But the officers or persons who is accepting that form, he may not be able to understand whether this is syndicate ASBA or ASBA. He thought it's his own business, his bank business, that's why he put it bid again for that. So in such case, one bid will not be considered. No. Only one bid will not be considered. That is I'm quite sure. It will not happen because both of the bids will. It's not like OFS. Here only at least one bid will be considered.
So any non-resident Indian wants to apply, how they can apply?
Non-resident, how they do it in secondary market, same way they can do it.
They are authorizing.
But in few issues they are not allowed to do it, like Ujjivan and all. But that the issuer already, upfront mentioned in their DRHP, who is eligible to apply. Otherwise, non-resident individuals can apply.
On behalf of the NRI, brokers can apply?
Yes, you can apply.
Signature there will be problem.
But you must be having that.
Only signature is the main problem.
No, but you may be having authority, no? See, generally, how do you put a bid? Simply, I am knowing how you do, trade on behalf of the secondary market. Same way you can do it in IPO also. I don't think there is any restrictions. But Ujjivan and there is one more issue in which this, non-residential investors are not allowed. But they have mentioned in their DRS.
Hello. Good evening.
Yes.
Yeah, my question is that previously T+1 day was happening till 5 p.m.
Yes.
Now there is limited span of time.
Yeah, it is up to 1.
It is up to 1 p.m. So at what time we can download the T+1 mismatch file from
It
your
starts
website?
from 10 o'clock.
From 10 o'clock.
10 to 1.
10 to 1. But
Yeah.
why can't you keep the file at 9 or something? Because there is limited span of time, so we have to inform
No,
our
but
participants.
you are getting every 1 hour, no, sir.
No, but
Really?
now the Ujjivan is extended till 11 p.m. night.
Yeah.
So at what time you keep the file? Means you will keep that file at 10 p.m. At 10 a.m. only at morning.
Nee, see,
The last day, sir, every
No, it is not like that. As soon as the issue gets over 11:30, 12 o'clock you will get that file. We only validated it, so immediately the file is available. You can download that file at 12, 12:30 also and
when
check.
the BDC is going on the last day, all the mains are busy with the bided the
Yeah,
form.
that is right. But we are keeping it within half an hour.
No,
We are
we are
keeping
not
the.
blaming you, sir.
We are keeping the file there. You can download it at 9 o'clock
We
also.
are bidding
I
at 10
understand, I
o'clock.
understand.
It is not practically possible to mismatch and check the file and...
But sir, to be very frank, SEBI is saying that they will not stretch beyond 1 o'clock because if this 1 o'clock goes to 5 o'clock, the other activities at the bank end, generally what happens, once your activity stop, bank's activity starts. They have to, block the amount. They receive, just imagine if one bank or one branch is receiving 1 lakh form for ASBA blocking, how much manpower they are going to do it.
Sir, from 10 to 1, if I am doing the mismatch, how can I deposit 5,000 forms in 50 banks
And
in
that's
2
why,
hours?
that's why I'm saying, sir, you don't wait till T+1. Whenever you are getting that correction,
Sir,
immediately
but
go.
people are waiting for the HNI and QIP portion to be subscribed, like Parag Dairy. They don't do subscribe at all. So we are getting forms after 4 o'clock, not before that. So what we have to do?
I really don't have answer.
Huh?
I really don't have
Say,
answer.
no, sir. This is a general
We can
discussion.
represent it to SEBI.
No, this is general discussion.
Yeah.
Brokers are getting forms after 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Yes.
Investors are telling not to bid the form till 4 o'clock.
No, but
I
sir,
want to see the subscription of the HNI and QIB. Till then you don't bid my form.
no, but sir, for that, what I request you, we have a concept of a offline bidding. To keep your file ready.
Yeah, right.
If you don't have see, there are 2 ways of
So,
doing it.
so every 1 hour I'm not going to get because I'm not bidding the form.
Then you are not sure.
I'm not offline file is ready up to 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. So after 5 o'clock if I'm doing online, I'm getting not getting the rectification of the mismatch. So that is the problem.
You get a rectification.
No sir, I'm telling you I got 6,000 form on this issue. If I'm doing online bidding after 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, how can I bid within 1 hour all the files? One file contains only 50 forms or 60 forms, not more than that. You can't do offline 100 or 200, 500 forms. This is practically not possible.
You can do it.
Sir, I've done it. I've got 6,000 forms in one issue.
Okay.
If I'm doing 300 forms, one file. It's very difficult. Very difficult. If you're doing less than 100 forms,
To upload a file or to
yes,
check?
both things, both the mismatch and the uploading of both.
We have 25,000 records going in one file.
No, sir, that is different thing. If I'm doing the offline, you just try. I've tried 300 forms, I tried 200 forms, I tried 500 forms.
The offline in the sense, offline of IBPS.
Offline, I'm doing it. I have kept my forms ready.
Your file is also
forms,
ready.
but all 50 forms or 60 forms, maximum 80 forms. If I'm doing more than 200 forms, there's a problem.
No, sir.
Sir, I'm doing it not
That is true. I'm not saying that you are saying is not correct, but whenever now you are facing this problem, please let us know. Do you have a lease?
I'm Equitas, Ujjivan, Thyroid.
Do you have a lease line?
Yes.
So use a lease line URL now.
Okay.
So
let me try, I'm not sure.
So what must be happening, sir? It's totally upon the bandwidth. If you are in your office also, if other people are also downloading some other files, not necessarily IPO related, your internet bandwidth is already consumed. So it's not the response of a BSE server. So what I suggest, I request you, use a lease line. Anyhow, you have paid for that. It's a free of charge.
All problems will be solved in one or two issues, I understand. But T+1, from 10 to 1, if I do the mismatch, I cannot deposit in 40 or 45 banks within the 4 branch also.
Yeah, that is
next to impossible.
That is
because I went to Bank of India, he said, you have come after 1 o'clock, I will not accept the form. So how can I give form before?
These are the problems which is really, I am saying
that is why, sir, 5% mismatch is only 5% form
rejection due to
35,000 forms in one issue.
I believe SEBI is calling meeting again. We will definitely going to raise this problem. We are aware about your problem. Like for example, how you said 40 banks, if I start, going to all 40 banks also it will not possible.
Sir, first of all, how can I sort out 6,000 forms in 1 hour? And you have to put a stamp, and you are giving a covering letter to them.
Yeah, and even, it's not practical, how many people you will employ for that, because it's not a continuous business. आज एक IPO है, next IPO और 15 दिन में आएगा, तो वो change है तो बैठ के क्या करेंगे?
Like the things should be sorted out very fast.
Definitely. So I will just take you through this IPO platform.
Excuse me. If my client based on Kochi, okay, I bid from Mumbai.
From Mumbai, okay.
Can he submit the same form in Kochi?
Yes, he can.
They are not agreed.
Who is not agreed?
Cochin Bank of ASBA,
See what he must
because
have
they said that the form bid from the Mumbai base, so it is not applicable here.
But how he will come to know that bidding is happening in Mumbai? Kochi, say for example, it's a XYZ bank, okay? So XYZ bank in their terminal definitely will come to know that you have bid it. That form is already there, right?
If they vote then, if they vote then,
if
they don't accept
then you make a complaint if they are not accepting. You can make a complaint for that. You can make a complaint, but they have to explain. It's not a region. Now it's a totally digitalized and we are internet based. So they should not say. And it's a core banking. Whether you are giving in Bombay or whether you are giving in Chennai, whether you are giving in Bangalore, it's a core banking. They are also connected everywhere. I don't think that should be an issue. If there is an issue, please write to us. If you write to us immediately, now we can escalate to RTA, we can escalate to BRLMs who are managing this issue.
Sir, excuse me. After the last day, after bidding, we approach a bank for any operational issue or anything else. If they doesn't accept the forms, what explanation we should give to our customers? Bidding is already done.
No, you have to tell me this is actually your bank. It's not my bank. Who is refusing it? And as a part of a trading mayor, I have done my job. Even I went to your bank and I given. But now they are not doing. You make a complaint against that bank.
What the reason we should give to customers?
It is not bank. Your bank is not accepting it. We have already bid it. This is the bid ID. But they are not accepting the bank. Bank is not accepting the application, and that's why it is not getting bank.
Sir, in case of a complaint, is there any chance of getting the loss to the customers?
I don't know. I really don't know. Need to check. But see again, as I explained to that gentleman also, whenever you are facing problem, immediately write one line mail saying that we went to this bank and they are not accepting the form. So, you can write to exchange also. You can write to BRLM. See, BRLM's email IDs are there. When you see DRST, there are email IDs. For example, what they do, like Thyrocare IPO at so and so. So everybody will aware if the form is not accepted. Then they try to contact the bank and get it done. I have seen many cases where we have received a complaint, we have escalated to RTA, BRLMs. Even BRLM themselves also try to help everybody. It's not that the case कि इनका ही form पड़ा है तो because they are also interested party to see कि forms ज़्यादा है issue subscribe. So any such cases now don't keep it with you. Just write a single line mail. We went, this is the application form. We went to this branch and they are not accepting. So let's do something. I'm not saying 100% it will get solved, but 99% it will get solved.
Excuse me, I have one suggestion now regarding this IPO thing, like how he said, if the client has got clear clarity, you said there's a limitation of 5 banks. Now since you're still in the discussion phase with SEBI, like it would be simplified for the client to make the payment to the broker and the broker bid on behalf of the client. If that could be possible, actually, that would be much more simplified for the clients.
Actually, that's what suggestion BSE has given. our MD, Ashish Chavan, he has suggested this mechanism. Like in OFS, we can raise around 26,000 crore amount in one day for PSU OFS. And like brokers are more reliable and more authentic way of collecting the money, because every day also we churn out so many transactions in secondary markets. So that's why we recommended, but now it has not come, but slowly definitely it will come.
Because this is very transparent.
Yes. Like OFS, how you will put the money in your account, particular one account, and you will put a bill. Then my system will go and check whether that amount is there. It will block that amount and it will give you a
exactly.
It is going to happen. But it will take little time. But definitely, when we suggested ASBA, we have suggested this way. If you are really wanted to make it fast, this way it can be happen. So instead of listing on T+6 day, it can be listed on T+3 day also.
Correct.
Because on the same day, people will come to know what is the allocation. Right?
Thanks.
So one more question. As a bidding member, is it my responsibility or liability to bank the form? Or can I keep the onus on the client that he has
No, it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility. If you don't bank, the investor can complain against you that you are not banked. So if you see my trading, bidding terminal, they have put one message also. Please intermediaries are requested to ensure that they will bank the application, because the responsibility lies on you. SEBI circular clearly says.
Sir, if the bank is not blocked,
then that is a different thing.
No, who is responsible? Broker or what? If I bank the form after bidding.
As I said, SEBI discussion, this point will come.
No, but then who is
But again I'm saying, if they are not just put it in writing, I went to this bank and they are not accepting.
After the acceptance also, they are not blocking of funds. What
so
will
they are not
happen to that case?
In that case, the broker is responsible or not to pay the money?
Broker is not responsible, that's I personally feel. Because you have done your
you have to
duty.
support us. No?
Yes, 100%. In fact, when this mechanism started, the first question we have asked, what is the responsibility of trading member? If bank, even they have accepted the form, but they have not blocked the money. Whose responsibility? To be very frank, we have written to regulators. See, generally they give a white paper. Any changes come, they declare white paper. So in that we are in responsibility. Yes. Because as a trading member, you have done your duty. Even you have gone ahead, you have given to bank, you have proper acknowledgement, but bank has not blocked the money. Everybody knows this platform, but I will just run through this. It's called IBBS, Internet Based Book Building Software, and I'm proud to say that we have around more than 60% market shares in this. In few issues, it happens the shares comes to 50%, but overall we have a share of more than 60%. In particularly debt IPOs, debt public issues, we have a share of more than 85%. This model is for IPO, FPO rights issue, debt public issue, IPP, which is selected for only few members, syndicate members. Offer for sale, most popular on BSE platform. RBBS, reverse book building. This is somehow now going to stop. Instead of that, this offer to buy concept has come, where you are accepting shares from investors and putting a bid. The basic features of this platform is the effective monitoring of bidding centers. You have admin, who is controlling all its branch. I will come to my next slide where I will explain you all this. Simplified bid entries, faster file upload, batch upload facility. We order on a real-time basis, modification, cancellation of bids, manually as well as batch. T+1 modification, printing transaction slips. Whenever if your investor is asking, whether you have put the bid, what is the proof of that, you can use these transaction slips. Downloading of bank and member reports, which banks are available for ASBA, that report is also available there. Viewing bid statistics via graph, how many bids have happened from your own terminal or from your various branches, that is also there. In customized dashboard, in dashboard you can put that facility saying where particularly which branch, which bank, which dealer has put more bids. Then you receive news generally on of IBBS, And the last one, which is the latest one, is a bulk form IPO FPO. As I said, you have a facility of uploading a file. For example, for all your 10,000 investors, you can upload the details. You will get a form in PDF form in the extranet. Why we are shifting it to extranet, so it can save your bandwidth, internet bandwidth at your office. As I said, effective monitoring of bidding. You have an admin user who can create a various types like a batch user, branch user, and dealer. Here, batch user is a user who can only do an offline bid. He cannot do an online bid. And there are other branch user and dealers who are, who have equal rights. They can do offline bid, they can do online bid also. What is the difference between branch user and dealer is dealer cannot create below him any branch, any dealer or a batch, whereas the branch user can, do a dealer and branch. If you see this hierarchy, this is really good to monitor if you have various branches, or in office also if you have various terminals. In building, if you have various 2-3 offices. This is very good, methodology of monitoring the bids, and people are using this very extensively and quite happy with this service or this facility. It gives the various rights who can build, like as I said, batch user do not have to facility of uploading online, he can do only offline. That is explained in this table. We'll share this presentation with you, so don't worry. The soft copy of presentation will be made to your office. Then this is the interface where you do, log in. As I said, dashboard give you various facilities, cumulative bid summary, valid bid summary, T+1 details, so on and so forth. Graphical presentation on the dashboard. Bid concept, it's the same for IPO, FPO. We have concept of online bid and offline bid. Again, I am saying here offline bid means not only offline in your back office. We have a facility of, after say 5 o'clock, today, today is the first day and issue is closed at 5 o'clock, 10 to 5. Then also you can put a bid, you can enter overnight you can do it.
That you are doing already.
Yeah, and next day morning, once the issue opens, immediately you have to release.
Sir, small request. 2 issues should not be closed within 2 days.
2 issues
should not be closed within 2 days. One issue is closing today, the other issue is closing next day. Next to impossible.
Okay.
You should not allow.
But that is also people are getting, everybody wanted to come in the market as soon as possible.
The number of forms which are coming on the last 2 days. 6 lakh, 7 lakh forms are coming.
Yeah.
So one you are banking, the other you are bidding. Next to impossible, sir. People are sitting up to 11 o'clock in the night. How can you come in the morning and you bid the form, banking the form, and then for the next issue? The BSE should not allow 2 issues closing in 2 days.
So even if I wanted to add to that, now you can observe that T+1 we are giving on Saturday also. If actually T+1 day is on Monday, we are giving this facility. No, Friday. If it is happening, what I mean to say, that also SEBI was not agreeing. We are requested to do that. Because what we told them, this is the extra facility we are giving.
But why PAN card is not given? Because the PAN card is only matched with the CDS and NSDL. Why the PAN card is not given for the mismatch?
The PAN card modification. No, but what happens, sir, if I allow, actually, see, I have seen that also, why SEBI has not allowed. Okay, see, issue got oversubscribed. You can change the investor by changing a PAN card number. You understood? So what we requested SEBI, that is also, we have already launched that request to SEBI, saying that either you allow combination of one. Either you allow PAN card change, then DPID and client ID will not be implemented. Or DPID change, then PAN card.
Because if the DPID is same, DPID has already PAN card number.
So that request we have already given. So let's see, let's wait for that. Otherwise, if I allow both now, the investor will be changed.
Sir, do it fast.
That is true, but कुछ भी हो सकता है boss. We should not go into that. नहीं. See, I have given you a rationale why SEBI has because the entity will get changed. But we went one step ahead and we told them कि एक कुछ तो allow करो. अगर पैन अगर आपने चेंज किया तो DPID क्लाइंट आईडी, अगर DPID क्लाइंट आईडी चेंज किया तो पैन आईडी.
आधार भी ले लो.
Pardon?
आधार भी ले लो.
हाँ, bank that also request you like bank modification, because this is now something new which has come. Because now since non-ASBA has gone, so many all forms are ASBA. So people or trading members are facing difficulty of bank. So it happens like you instead of Union Bank I put in United Bank. Both are UBI. So that request we have already given. So I think this bank details change will definitely come. I am quite sure. In file upload also there is a specific file format. You get a response very fast, and it gives you a success file, error file. If error, it will give you what error, it gives in text. The same error, same file, you remove that error portion and change whatever error is given, the same file can be uploaded. So there is no change in file format. This is the bidding screen. You people might be aware. Your option, you have option of putting a 3 bids in one application. Same offline, online bid, same. Even modification, cancellation, same. Bidding screen. There is no change. So people are very familiar. Once one bid you put, then you will be understanding the cancellation, modification, how to do. Then order book facility, where you can download the order. If you see down below, which we are given, not that is seen on the screen, but there I get each bid ID details, and accordingly there besides that there is a modification, cancellation and print button is there. So from order book also you can cancel or modify a bid. Okay. The same type is available for date public issue also. Date public issue, in date public issue still we have a non-ASBA. And people are, I will request all of you to take an interest in a date public issue also. It's also good opportunity of bidding. Particularly tax-free bonds, people more and more investors are interested. If you see tax-free bonds, it's getting versus that 10,000 crore in one day. And that is also getting oversubscribed, 2 to 3 times. So there is also opportunity.
So very less information from the BSE for the all tax-free bond. Which is the maturity, which is this, very less information.
You mean to say after listening?
Yes.
But that facility is there.
No, we are not getting full.
No.
If you go for all the bonds, all the taxi bonds, we are not getting.
No, but please, sir, I request you, please write to us. See, at our end, because date is also handled by my section. So we aware, we upload out. Then if it is not there, if something is missing, please tell us. So we can, stop that loophole from where it is going. So for date issue also same, only the file format is different, because in date issue we have a combination. In IPO you have option, but in date public issue we have combinations. You can apply for series 1, 2, 3 combined. Whereas in IPO you have to apply for, you have only one entry and 3 options. So that accordingly the file format is different. Otherwise everything is same. All functionalities in IBBS is same. Then there are download of files, like T+1 error file, member ASBA, non-ASBA is now gone, plus e-schedule is there in this download. Then you have a master of, if you, what is the category master, if you wanted to set up your back office, category master, parameter also you get download from this, one day prior to issue starts. These are the URL, from where, sir, lease line URL, please note that there is a URL for lease line and it's really work fast. And you don't have to do any, no extra setup. Only this, only I think once you have to speak with your net admin to allow this particular URL. Once it's fixed, then your problem is solved. And these are the contact details. Myself, my colleague Pratik, and my consulting company is here. So anytime we are available, you can write to us. If we are not on a desk, always I request you to put a mail. So we have access on mail on our cell also. So we will immediately reply. Now I will request my colleague, Sandeep Pujari, who is actually front face. You may be, continuously in touch with him for any issues. He will explain you about how it happens in a live demo. Thank you.
Very friends, I'm Sandeep Pujari, I'm from Trading House. My colleague Bhushan has gone through the PowerPoint presentation. I will show you actually the login credentials which are there and how exactly we do a file upload and single bit entry and plus offline order. This is a test environment. There are some features which are not available on the live. We are doing testing of a lot of other new things here. So it's possible that you will see some features which is not available on the live environment. So that you can ignore. I won't touch those topics. Only those topics which are right now available on the live, I will show it to you. This is our login screen. Again, if you see this captcha, this is not available on the live environment. This is a security thing which we are testing right now. Basically on the live, we have this member ID, username, password. Member ID is your clearing number. Initially, when you come to the exchange, we give you an admin terminal. That's the only admin terminal we give you. And based on the admin terminal, you can go on creating a users. There's no limit to the number of users you can create. Example, for State Bank of India, we have almost 12,000 user IDs, branches. So there is no limit, you can create as much as you can. There are some features, as a branch, as a dealer, as a batch, how you create it. That I'll show you as we log in. So this is my login screen. I put my password. So you see there are a lot of modules. This is not only an IPO module. As you go ahead, you will see some reverse book building, OFS, debt, OTP, a lot of other, everything is under this IPS module. There are some more features coming up. But at present today I will concentrate on this IPO module, which are book building and only book building. Fixed price issues doesn't come on ASBA. Fixed price SME issues or fixed price is basically only for ASBA banks. So the members are not there. For members it is IPOs, OFS, OTP, all these are prevalent for members. So today we look at this IPO part. Basically we have a home here and then it's an open IPO report. So whenever you click on this open IPO, you will see all the live issues that are going on that day. So that will be a combination of everything. If you see here, there is an offer for sale, a delisting, book building. So whatever is available to the members, you will be able to see here. Offer. This is all for testing environment. There are members who are testing it. This is available 24/7, this test environment. So we keep a lot of issues open on this for members to test. So on the live screen also, whenever the live issues are going on, you will be able to see what is available here on this first part. The second is the bid entry screen. If you look at the bid entry screen, basically there are some, red stars marked here. These are the mandatory screens, These are red which you are seeing this. This is the mandatory fields you need to fill when you are putting a bid. Rest others, you can ignore it. It can go, the bid will go through without this thing. If I go for entry bid, select a FI category, maybe a corporate. Now for this mandatory, there are about 8 categories. UPIB, you have 5. IC, MF, OTH, FI, and FII. Then you have NIB, NOH, and CO corporate. Then you have retail, individual. Then you have resort, which is not there for all the issues. Generally, you have resort is the employee or directors, shareholders. So this is not applicable for all issues. This is only applicable for certain issues. Basically, the main is the individual category where retail bidding comes through. There also it gets bifurcated. Even if you are putting a bid value more than 2 lakhs, the category remains as individual. Only thing for our allocation part, it goes into a NIB section. So that the system takes place. So If you are bidding irrespective of the value, if it's an individual, it may be HNI or retail, you need to come to the individual category. First I'll show the corporate, what is that? Here if you see, you have a bank name, so I select HDFC Bank. Now SEBI has mandated, about 54 ASBA banks are there, out of which about 48 banks are ready with this ASBA process. So whichever banks are mandated, we have put it on the screen, so you will see the whole list of banks. Now again, for all the banks, not all the branches are activated. State Bank, you might, Canara Bank, you might see 3,000 branches. HDFC, you might see very, few branches, 10, 12 branches. So this list goes on getting, SEBI goes on updating it every week. As and when it gets updated, we go on changing this location, we go on adding this location. Then if the location doesn't get come down, just goes on getting, depending on the forms they are getting at this location, they start activating new locations. So this is how, so if the location is not available, you won't get it here. Basically, you might go for some location, Compulsory or something which is not available, then you might not be able to bid here. But generally, we have seen in core banking, most of these banks accept the forms. If it is somewhere nearby, they accept the forms. But it is basically up to the banks. But as and when the pressure is building on the bank, they are activating new locations. The issue is now, there have been cases where, the forms have come, maybe if you are bidding in Jamnagar and, Bhavnagar is not there, people have been sending the forms there, so the banks have been finding a lot of pressure. So they have started activating new locations also. So this goes on adding. So depending on the bank, the locations are there. So you need to select which is not there, you won't get location, you won't get it here. This quantity. Again, you have a multiple bidding system. You can put 3 options in one bid. Allocation is only for one bid. So, but when you're putting, basically you need to put it at different price or different quantity. So, this is the IPO bid. So the market lot is 34. Minimum value for all this NI bid except retail is 2 lakhs. Anything less than 2 lakhs the system doesn't accept. Bid entry accepts it. This is a test environment. Generally, the biddings are not so slow because it's very fast generally. Because for UG1 also we received about 6 to 7 lakh bids. So bid form is very fast. So see, for CO anything less than this, if I change this, the bid value goes less than 2 lakhs. It will say bid value. You will get a specific, error here, PAN number error, anything error. PAN number is the number, 5 plus 4 plus 1. That is not validation, actual PAN number. So this is how a corporate bid goes. Now you go for individual. For individual, there is a cutoff facility is available. As soon as they take this cutoff, you will get the maximum price coming here. This is only for bidding purpose. Allocation, as and when it happens, the difference will be refunded to the member. Again, you have this location here, the PAN number.
Sir, वहाँ पे आप UCC डालते हो फिर आपको नाम डालने की क्या जरूरत है?
It's not a mandatory field name. You can see the star. No, it is not a mandatory field. If you ignore that, it will become there. Blank रहेगा problem. PAN number पे validation होता है. Check client name checking नहीं करते. We don't check the client name. It can be anything. So basically तो PAN number पे होता है. So you can be accepted. So this is a bid entry screen. Now again, if you go to the order, there is an order book. If you go here, if you want to do a modification of any screen. This is the order book. You need to come here, or if you want to modify, you want to cancel, this is the screen for that. You can print a TRS also here. There's a TRS option also here. You can do a TRS printing here. It is modified. So this is for the order book. This is a single entry main screen. Again, I go to this offline. There is an offline order book also. Now this offline order book. Finish off this file. Now along with this bid entry, there is a file upload facility also. Now basically we have tested. Member was getting for the offline bid. We have tested this successfully. Uploads about 25,000 in one shot. Any file you can do. So this is how the screen comes. Comma, if it's a comma separated, normal or zip file, BSE. So you can see the success count comes immediately. 30 records I have uploaded. So there is a 28 success file, 2 error file. So this is my success file. Basically the file format is same. I'll show you the file format also. See this file format, script ID, application number, category, everything. The last 2 columns, is bid ID and action code. This when you are uploading it, the bid ID is usually 0. There's an action code which says new, If you are putting a fresh record, new. If you are modifying the record, it becomes M. And if you are deleting it, becomes D. So for all your, success or your modification file, the file format remains same. Only thing you need to change is these 2 fields. In a fresh file, when you are putting a fresh file, generally this will be 0. So when you get the success file, you see the success file, the second last column is populated by some bid ID. These are all the bid IDs which have come here now. So when you are, suppose you want to modify a particular file, you need to take the same file, you need only to change this figure N, you need to make it M, or you want to make it, you want to delete that record, you need to make it D. And then whatever modification you want to change the DPID, the same file you can just take it, make the changes, change the action code and upload it. So here also if you see for all this bank name, the bank name is, there's a RBI code is given to each bank when you're doing a file upload. If I'm talking of State Bank of India, it's 002. So this is also available and you'll get this bank from the IPO module, you can download it. If you see this 259 is a bank code for IDBI. So this is what you need to use when you are uploading the file. This is my bid entry screen. This is my file upload. This is my file upload historical. At any point of time you want to check your files, for the previous 4 or 5 days what you upload, you will be able to see it here. You can always download it. This is counts, but it depends on the type of files you are uploading. If you are uploading 10 files, you will get 10 files here. But basically if you want to download a consolidated file, then you need to come here, download bid data. Take this file, Infibid, you will get this entire file, the complete bid book you will get it. Same time every hour when you are checking the CDS and NXL format, you need to come here only. Again you have this DP error file, you need to download this file. So 10 to 11 if the issue is from the first day, 11:15 you will get this file, error file. You can download it, make the changes. If the changes again we will going to upload it after next hour. If this error goes through, then for the next file you won't get this error. So this is the place where you need to upload your hourly, download your hourly and change this file. End of the day you can download your bid book also from here only. Being a member, you will only get this member ASBA. At the bank end, you will get the ASBA file. So this is a consolidated file. This is the this. There's a right issue, this is not available for members, this is for the banks. Bid offline entry again, this is offline. Now this offline entry, basically your IPO is from 10 to 5. This offline entry is available 24/7. So even after 5 o'clock, if you put a bid, the bid, it accepts a bid, it gives you an offline order ID. That's not a normal order ID, it's an offline order ID. I'll show you one. You can see it is written here offline bid ID. This is not a confirmed bid ID. Generally, if you are doing this, this happens. We have seen in all these Ujjivan issues, bidding has been going on after 12 also. We used to change the timings after 12 o'clock. People have been bidding till 9 to 3 o'clock forms. They have been bidding and keeping it on this. Next day when the market used to start at 10 o'clock, we used to come to this offline order book. You need to come when the market starts next day, you need to come here. You can see the books. You can select all, release it, the bids are gone through. So it used to happen, what is Ujjivan issues, or it went on till 3, 4 o'clock in the night, people used to upload this form. So this is available 24/7. Again that, now you have, those bids are coming with the normal order book. So it's like that. So this is a feature now with bid entry. You have a live bid entry, you have file upload, you have bid offline entry, you have bid offline bid upload also. The format is same, which you are doing for the normal upload. There is no change in the format. Then these are the user, can show the user creation. Basically, the exchange gives you admin terminal. And as I said, you can go on creating innumerable of users, user as you want. Now there are 3 types of users you can create: a branch, a dealer, a batch. Now, branch and dealer is one and the same thing. There is no difference between branch and dealer, except if you create a branch, at the end, suppose you are creating a Delhi branch. The Delhi branch, you can go on creating more branches under it. If you make Delhi as a dealer, you cannot create more under it, so it gets simplified there. Now, there is a batch dealer also, that is offline bidding. You can only put the bid, you cannot confirm the bids. The bid has to be done by the admin terminal. He has to confirm those bids. It is like a maker-checker concept, some terminals, locations where you want to give it as only an offline bidding. You can give us that, you can verify those bids and release it. So basically, if you are creating a user, so you can put a number here, any number, which is not there. First thing you do is create a member branch, you create a number, come to the user master. So I'm creating a branch. You can give any login ID, whatever. That becomes a login ID, whatever you give, that becomes a user ID when the member logs in. Suppose I am talking about ICICI 103 securities, member ID will be 103, and whatever login ID I give you, that becomes a login ID for that person. So here again you will see all these mandatory fields are there. The name, you can give the name. This is mandatory, the state and this. Again, this is mandatory, email ID. It's preferable you put this email ID. So, suppose you have a password issue, your password is getting wrong, you are not able to. So there is a forget password facility. So, whatever email you put here, that facility, the password goes to that email ID. So, it's possible that at your end, you have put some email ID and after some times the person is not there, it's changed. You need to get back to the exchange. Or at your end also you can change it. Change this email ID. So, whenever there is a password issue, the password will directly go to this email ID. Then there is a password. There is a password default, you can put anything. The user is created. So here again, this is a single user creation. Here again you have a branch upload also. You can user upload also. You can create a 100, 500, 1000 records. There's a file format for that also. You can upload in that sense also. So this is how it goes about. These are the features we are not introduced right now. We are doing a testing on the limit setting and everything. There's a role management. This is the user details. All your users are available here. These are the member books, the order book, the offline order book, the member report. You can enter bank, and whenever you're bidding, the bank gets a bank report. Suppose you're bidding for HDFC Bank. As soon as you bid at the member end, you'll get a member report which shows which banks, which members have used this bank as a location. So he gets it online. So when you submit the application form, syndicate member, he can verify right now and then whether the form is, whether bid has come on the exchange. This is e-form. As Mr. Bhushan said, there are two types of forms you can download. This e-form upload is for 50 forms. E-form external is for more than 50 forms. Suppose you want to create you have a database of clients, 10,000 clients. So you can create there's a process here. You can create this, you can create a format in that. We have a format for that. You can create that file, you can upload here. You will get a success and error file. You will get an application form. This application form, if you are using this facility of extranet, more than 50 forms you are trying to create. So it will go directly to the extranet and the PDF forms will get created there. You can download those PDF forms and send it to the member. At the same time, there is a bid file also which gets created. This bid file is basically in the upload file format. So when you are uploading a file format, suppose about 10,000 clients, so we give you two things. We give you an application form, 10,000, which comes on the extranet, which you can download and send it to your clients. At the same time, we will give you a bid file also in the upload file format. You can directly change those files, whenever the client confirms, you can make the changes in your bid file and upload those files. So both the facilities are available in these e-forms. Anything on this till right now? Any queries? Basically, because there are other features also, OFS, OTP, but today we are only concentrating on IPO. So basically, these are the features which are available for IPO bidding right now. A lot of testings are going on. We are going to introduce some new features. We will get back to you at that point of time. So any queries on this, you can get back to us.
Market hours, but is the validation also going to be on after market hours?
What is open?
The validation, the DPA.
No, that is not. See, that is the offline bid, madam. You won't validate it. Once it becomes your confirmed order book, then only you will validate it. It's possible, you will keep it as an offline module and you will not release it also. It's possible.
Just repeat the form.
These e-forms, See, e-forms, suppose you have as Mr. Bhushan said, you have a file of 10,000 clients. There is a file format which will forward it to you. In that format, if you upload that file here, so you will get a consolidated 10,000 form application forms you will get ready-made with your client name and everything if you are doing it. The quantity won't be there, maybe the client will put it. You want, you can put the quantity also. So you will get this will come on the extranet folder. On the extranet folder, we can download it. It will come in the PDF format. You can download those 10,000 forms. At the same time, you will give a bid file in the upload file format. If you want to, if you out of that, the members are confirming they want to go through, you can make the quantity changes in the bid file. All the format are same. You can upload that file.
Can you download that e-form here? Can we see that format?
This answer. Because then this is more than this. See, there are two options. Yeah.
Yes.
Basically, this form goes on the extranet. It's not available here. You need to download it from the extranet. So it's more than bulk formats. Like, more than 50, 100, 1,000 forms you can upload. So you need to go to extranet and download it. This is a facility we are creating here. So you will get it aggregated in a PDF format. It's not an issue. See, this is for bulk upload actually. Or if you want to download single online, if you go to BSE India, there's an online ASBA form, you can download it. It's single, but that's not a bulk upload. I think Bhushan will give more feedback on this.
You see, basically this facility now will help you two ways. One is you are getting, one way you are getting a... hello. One way you are getting a application form, plus if you are quite sure that the same investors are going to apply for that, you get a file upload also, which is ready-made. This was what come from a market. First we are given this download form facility. Then people are saying, again I have to prepare a file, for uploading on your platform. So why not you convert the same file in, file upload format. So we have, after some time, we have done that also. So that facility is there. So for example, now what is the trend generally? People are applying for, minimum amount of shares. So do it that way, send a form. If you get confirmation, same file a form. You get a download of file download also. Download that, say for out of say for example 1,000 you said, out of that 1,000, 50 people said we are not interested. Yes, but 950 are there. So just remove that 50 entries from that file and 950 file upload. So that way also it can be helpful. And the form, as somebody has asked, yes, it's a valid series number. SEBI has given 9 series to BSE. So all form download, if you see from BSE India also, you will get a form of a 9 series. Okay, so that is there. So all 9 series form will be of a BSE. And it will come with all, every time you will see the form is different, form is same, template is same, but name and logo is different. So that generally what we do, we take it from a issuer, 2-3 days prior to issue. The template is fixed by SEBI, it's a unified form, ASBA form. So only we have to change the name of the company and logo, and it is available for a download. So generally, our aim is at least 2 days prior to issue, it should start download. But sometimes we get a form delayed from the BRLMs, then at least 1 day prior to issue, definitely it is available. And that is what SEBI's requirement also. 1 day prior to issue start, the form should be available for download.
Now suppose there is a 5,000 client, but 500 wants to apply for this. Can we create for that 500 people?
Yes, any time. You can get 5,000 also.
Client UCC on that.
Client details I want. See what details you generally in application form you fill. You put DPID, client ID, name of the client.
Pick up from that UCC.
No, all UCC,
see, all your clients are not registered on the secondary market. It's possible that there are primary.
We try to do that also, but what feedback we got now, people who are registered with the secondary market, not necessarily they are the people who are applying for IPO. IPO class is something different. Those people, they are first time which are coming in the market. So we have not correlated that, And in UCC also you are not capturing all details which is required in IPO. In UCC, you are not capturing bank details. That is required, because if it is ASBA form, then which bank and which branch is required.
See, we are open to, you get us suggestions. We are doing lot of new features are coming. So anything you recommend us, we will, whatever is best in the environment, we should definitely put into the system. So because this process of T+T is, not getting reduced more, in future. अच्छा UCC. Because basically at the depository level you are validating your PAN number and DPID. But that is again, OF is a secondary market mechanism. This is a primary market.
If as a trading member, if you people are ready to update that details, it is welcome.
We are already updating in UCC, right?
No, in UCC, DPID client ID you are updating, PAN number you are updating, but you are not updating the bank details.
Bank details of provision is also there.
Provision is there, but if you see the UCC, those details are not there.
If you do it mandatory, then everyone will do.
Then CTSM can make it mandatory.
Anyhow, we'll look into it.
I
have taken your suggestion.
Discuss with the depositors.
Because see, again, see, if I make it mandatory, the people who are not applying for IPO, this is ridiculous. We don't want it to do that. We'll give option if you wanted to do that, and I can fetch the data from UCC. That we can do it. It's a manageable. It's not that the thing that it cannot be
In
done.
NSE, they are not allowing any claim if you not fulfill each and every field of the UCI. For that, even bank account, demat account, everything compulsory.
Yeah, then it must be compulsory with the BSE also.
We can do that.
We'll check into it. We'll ask our UCC database.
Once it will be done,
Yes, it can be.
This data will be available for these
Yes. We can do that. Don't.